Hi, and welcome to Voice of Truth. Are you mourning over someone who has passed over? And have you been mourning or grieving for a long time? Now, I understand because I have experienced transition in my family. And I understand that it's difficult to lose someone in the physical form as they transition back to their spirit form. And we miss them for sure. And there is a particular length of time that we grieve and mourn as we miss that person, miss speaking to them and touching them. However, I think it's really most important that we understand how a continued long time of grieving can actually block or slow down the spirit's transitioning time. So, in other words, if you are so overcome by the grief that you are having a hard time moving on, just think about also too that grief is actually, you've got the brakes on for the person on the other side. So if it's been years and you are still going through, and I just, and oh my God, I miss them so much, and I cry all the time, and things will never be the same, and always living in the past of when they were here or the experience of how they transitioned, that it's really important to know that that soul on the other side needs to go on their own journey, but the pull of your grief and your mourning will actually still hold them closer to the material world than moving on into the spirit world. And so it's really, really important that we understand that this is the circle of life that we will all pass over. We will all transition and we will all go back home to where we are just a spirit and happier too, like super happy. So, if you are one of those people that continue to mourn after years of a person transitioning, please let them go. Let them go so they can move on to their journey. I know, as being a clairvoyant, I remember when my father passed away, and I knew that my dad really did want to transition because of the fact that he'd been in so much pain for quite a while. And both my mother had passed years before. And, after he transitioned, instead of, yes, of course I missed him, but I made an altar for him and I brought in his pictures, I put flowers in his house coat that I had, and I sent him off with lots of love. And days after, he came to me and said, I really appreciate that you did that because it helped me move on. And he said, and so now you won't see me for a while because I'm off to learn new things. And so you see, I was fortunate enough to get that message, but I already knew that. But it's important to understand that they too, they're still living. It's just the carcass that's gone. So, let them go, let them go. Yes, grieve and go through that. But if you are still grieving after a long period of time, it's time to let that person go. You are holding them back from their experiences in the spirit world. So I hope that helps. And it's time for you to move on too. They don't want you to be mulling around and, big long face. No, they want you to be happy too. But they want you to be able to empower yourself to do that without them. So hope that helps. You can reach me at phoenixrisinghealingcenter.com, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. Okay, I'll see you next time.